Hello and welcome to the Gradual Report. My name is that taste in your mouth when you bite yourself. I am your best friend on the internet, though we may never meet. I love you. Today, we explore cannibalisms.
Welcome to the Gradual Report, where we gradually report.
This is an engraving by Theodore de Bry.
Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-diddly-doo.
It's an account of the 1557 captivity of Hans Staden, who apparently was taken captive in Brazil and forced to watch people eat people. Did you notice the naked kid playing the flute? Have a closer look.
Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-diddly-doo.
In the accounts of his book, Hans speaks about eating a delicious soup and then looking at the bottom of the bowl that the soup came from and seeing little baby human skulls, children he believed to be from the choir that were on his ship. I know, ships back then had choirs with children in it? A lot of anthropologists and stuff think that cannibalism was part of people becoming people. Their theory is, if we eat the people, then no animals will eat the people, and no animals will then eat us because they'll be like, we don't know what they are. Maybe they are fruit we cannot eat. But that sounds ridiculous, at least to me. And there's the modern cannibalisms, or as some people like to call it, art. Rick Gibson, not to be confused with Mel Gibson, illegally performed an act of cannibalism by legally eating someone else's tonsils in London. He upped this later by eating a legally obtained testicle in London. In 1989, he was stopped from eating another human testicle. However, the charges were dropped, and he later ate the testicle. Some people will do anything to become famous. Although, I must admit I had never heard of him. If you're gonna eat a human testicle and to be famous, and then not get famous, that's epic fail. It's the other white meat. One particularly chilling tale of cannibalism was recounted in the book Bloodlands, Europe, between Hitler and Stalin. A woman doctor wrote to a friend in June of 1933 that she had not yet become a cannibal, but was not sure that I shall not be one at the time my letter reaches you. At least 2,500 people were sentenced for cannibalism in the years 1932 and 1933 in the Ukraine. Kind of makes you wonder what it tastes like. I am not nearly hungry enough to eat my own hand. Oh my gosh, who was that? What did he say? But it was important. So really the question of cannibalism becomes not necessarily whether you would eat another human being, but how hungry do you have to be to eat another human being? Or if the conditions were right and I had skipped breakfast and it was lunchtime and there was no food and I was on an island, just me and some weak children, I'd probably club them and eat them. In the comments below, do tell me, how long would you go without food before you ate another human being? Anatomically, people can eat people, but eating people is bad unless you're hungry. I mean, like, really hungry.
Or like super duper really ooper duper hungry.
I love you, my little lumdrops. Do join us on Wednesday when we continue our variant.